morning. That seemed to end a little abruptly, didn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it usually kind of
It's a
faded out.
nice little transition, but
Yeah.
today was like bloop.
Yeah, because October's next week.
Yeah.
Jim gives me a hard time about that all the time now, but
Well,
it almost is now.
I was looking back at that video, and the expression that I had was like, no. It is not.
Man, it feels like it. Time is it's just
Zipping
speeding
by.
along. Yeah.
I mean, I'm already getting questions about the Thanksgiving baskets that we're doing in November.
I know.
Like,
Good morning, Bethany. Oh, we didn't say good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jenny and Jim and Bethany. It's feeling more like fall, but at least it's September now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because we started feeling like fall in August.
Right. There were some days we were tempted to turn on the heater.
I think your mom did. She asked me. I'm like, okay, but it's gonna smell the first time.
Yeah.
So, gosh, just busy times. Oops, I gotta move that over. Here we go. Good morning, Vicky. Wow, from Bloomfield.
Mm-hmm.
The state convention is up in Vicky's neck of the woods this year.
Yep.
It's at Emmanuel Farmington.
Mm-hmm.
So making plans to be there. I guess I ought to try to get a hotel room or something.
I got to get those dates from you since I'm going to do everything by myself.
I know. I'm just so tired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired just thinking about it. It's usually the third week, but I'll get them to you just to be sure. And somebody was talking about the drive there. They said it's only like 6 hours. I'm like, not the way I drive. It takes me more like 8 because I got to stop and get gas and use the bathroom, and then lunch has got to be in there somewhere.
Yeah, can't just drive without lunch.
Yeah. But. So anyhow, that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I don't even know where to start busy. So this week we have Megapalooza this weekend, and some of you guys are like, "What in the world is that?" Vicky knows what Megapalooza is. It's a children's ministry conference that our state convention puts on, so that'll be in Albuquerque at Del Norte.
Yep.
Friday and Saturday. Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
It starts at 5 on Friday.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm scared to look too far in the future, but I think the next weekend, which is what, 24th, 25th, I don't think we have anything happening.
No.
So Vicky's excited. We have a camp meeting that Thursday too, right? Isn't that right, Vicky? You're going to be there, maybe, because it can zoom into.
Yeah.
I'm more of a face-to-face kind of person, even though we do a lot of Zoom these days. Gosh, yeah, we're having so camp meeting. We're already planning for a summer camp.
It's gonna go by fast though.
But Kay's smart to go ahead and do the initial, and Krista would do that too. But the initial planning, as we talk about some stuff.
Yeah.
Holy cow! How are we gonna get all this done, Vicky? And then go ahead.
Well, something that we started yesterday was Bible buddies.
That was so cool.
So we started a program for 1st through 3rd grade, and they stay in the service during the worship time, and then when you get up to preach, they go up here into their room and they play Bible games. I think this month my mom's really trying to just do the basics of the Bible. They did a crossword puzzle of Genesis yesterday. They just played a game where you go and find the different books of the Bible. So that was super exciting. I think we had 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost 10. It was quite a few.
6 or 7, almost 10.
Hey. 7. If I 7, we're almost there.
Anyways. Golly.
And then tonight we start our equip class.
Yeah, so this one is so cool. I think I've told you guys about this. We're doing it based on a book called Parenting Generation Screen. We've been doing it in our community group. So last night we had our community group and did our second session. Good morning, Susie. The Parenting Generation Screen Um, and so there's not like a video Bible study. There's not even really kind of a Bible study. So what we're doing is listening to the audio version, which is cool because he reads it and he's funny. He's a really
Mm-hmm.
good presenter, and then we're discussing that. And we think about screens, but man, it just gives good parenting
Right.
skills. I mean, it's really good. And this. I've been telling you this for a long time. Or I've been saying this for a long time. You've heard me that we're not just responsible for our children, but we're responsible for our children's children. So
Mm-hmm.
even people who are grandparents, I mean, it gives you good skills to come alongside your kids to help them as they raise their kids. So
Right.
good stuff, man. Some good discussions, and it's the book is basically about screens, but it gives
So much more.
yeah,
Like
like
the phrase uses a lot of time is connection before correction.
right that you have to work out of a relationship with your children. He talks about creating comfortable conversations, open conversations that you can, and if you start that dialogue with your kids early,
Mm-hmm.
then you can carry that on through. And he gives like crazy practical stuff, like at the end of each chapter, ideas on how to strike up conversations with your kids about some of the stuff
Mm-hmm.
that they talked about in the chapter. And he gives good because what you're doing is creating connection.
Mm-hmm.
So you ask them questions, and you're not you just listen, is what he says. You're not critiquing or correcting. Hey, I read some studies about this. What do you think about that? And then you ask questions. Okay, so what do you think a parent should do? With their kids, and it
Mm-hmm.
really kind of gets them start thinking along those lines. His big phrase is um, he wants to help teach families how to be screen wise,
Mm-hmm.
and he talks.
I think another cool concept is that he's not talking about like getting rid of screens completely.
Mm-hmm,
It's about like allowing your kids to make mistakes while they're still under your
mm-hmm.
roof, so that way you can guide them to making like the correct choices.
It really does all the way through this book a great parenting principle. It's actually just a great principle, but the way that I say it is teaching isn't telling, teaching is showing.
Mm-hmm.
And so what he's doing all the way through this is showing the kids how to. Oh, did we freeze up? Oh, wait, let me go
No,
fix
no,
it.
no, no.
Oh
Oh,
my
too
goodness.
late. Oh, too
Oh,
late.
that was a perfect. That
No, it wasn't.
was,
You
man,
guys
the
already
looks
have
that you give, the
enough.
looks that you
You
give.
guys already have enough. You don't need more.
Oh, that one was funny. Um,
I was trying to do it
totally lost my train of
before you
thought.
noticed. Anyways, it's a really good study,
um, yeah,
and
and what it is you're training your kids, you're teaching them how to do that. And he says something that to me sounds crazy. It would have been fun to try this with you guys, but you have to start working early. He said his goal is that when their kids hit their senior year in high school, that they have no rules, that you treat them as an adult. So, he said his daughter, her senior year, said, "So, Dad, can I go, do whatever?" He says, "I don't know, can you?" She goes, "Oh, yeah, that's right, no rules." Well, what do you think I should do?
mm-hmm.
So, um, but you have to train them. And his idea is, I mean, it's not like somebody flips a switch when they go off to college and all of a sudden they're super responsible. If you can't if you can't trust them, if you haven't brought them to the place that they can do that their last year in the home with you,
Mm-hmm.
what makes you think that they're going to be able to do that responsibly from one day to the next when you drop them off to college?
Right.
You know.
Yeah. And we've seen with some of my friends, like when they went to college, like it was like, well, like you're not gonna.
And and it's not like they were crazy, wild, rebellious kids. It's
No.
just they'd never been taught
Mm-hmm.
how to be responsible.
Right. Like how to go to class when you're supposed to, or that you can't make it if you have an F. You might as well just go ahead and drop the class and start again next semester.
So yeah. Anyways, so that's a good book. We're starting that tonight
Mm-hmm.
in our equip. And man, I would love to find a way to do that one on Zoom, but I just
That's
didn't.
really
I
hard.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't get. I think what I need to do is to do some classes that are only on Zoom.
Mm.
So I might work on a way to do that class just on Zoom. I just have to figure out a way to do that. So for some of you who are only digital with me, um, I'm looking a lot of you. That would be a fun thing to do. So look for a Zoom equipped class
Hmm.
on this book coming up soon. I just need to figure out when to do it.
Yeah.
Time. We were just talking earlier. So a lot of people don't realize we're trying to get together with some guys from another church and working all that out. And I was telling them, um, I said, you got to understand, we have stuff going on Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night
Yeah.
in our church. Um, so trying.
Sometimes Saturdays too, depending upon what goes on.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, like Friday, Saturday, that's not in our church, but
Yeah.
so anyways, we'll figure that out.
Hmm.
You guys can be my guinea pigs.
Hmm.
Well, you can be some of them. Um, so, um,
Also, have see you at the poll
oh my goodness,
on the 28th.
that's like 2 weeks.
I know.
Is that so? So this is
It's
this.
coming up really fast.
Yeah, 2 weeks. So this is the 12th. So this is the 14th.
Yep.
It's 2 weeks from this Wednesday. See you at the poll.
Yep.
That's cool.
7:30.
That might be kind of fun to do a Facebook Live with.
We could probably swing that. Although with the songs, if we're doing songs,
Oh,
we can't do that.
yeah. Facebook
We
is
can do
so
some cool pictures.
weird.
Ooh, or we could do a video without sound and put in our,
Yeah.
just do like I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we
We
can't.
can do a song in the background.
Yeah.
They won't like
it
that.
doesn't
either.
matter anyways. So
Facebook is so weird. If you guys don't know this, and I don't go back and actually look at our live stream on Facebook because we stream to YouTube and Facebook for Sunday morning.
right.
But YouTube is a lot better at that. Um, Facebook, man, they'll just like pull a plug.
I think a great example is the melodrama last week or the week before that they were streaming it on Facebook, and then a song came on during the play, and like Facebook just like cut it.
Yeah,
like, it was done. So
they pulled the plug. They didn't mute it, which
right.
they used
So
to
that's
do.
the hard part on doing Facebook Live if we have a song or we're singing songs. Is because it's the copyright issue or whatever. Like Facebook it just cuts the video. So it's a great idea, and I would love to do a Facebook
we'll figure
Live.
that. Maybe we can do a short one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technology, you just gotta love it.
Yeah.
It's super fun. Sometimes it's pretty cool. But anyways, so see you at the poll. That's 7:30.
Yeah.
At the high school.
It's actually 7.
7. Just kidding.
7 a.m. local time zone around the world. On the 28th, I think that is.
Yep. And we're gonna have donuts and juice and swing some coffee.
Yeah, and I forgot to talk with the other church to see.
Okay, that was gonna be my other question.
I got
later.
distracted. Yeah. Anyways.
It's okay. I already talked to the person that's doing our song, so
okay.
At least we have that.
So yeah, man, there's just a whole lot coming up. So at then the beginning of October, Mom and I are going to be gone for a week. We're going to go to MegaCon. That was confusing for you. Megapalooza is in our state.
His mom had used those interchangeably too.
Yeah,
it's confusing.
I have to really think about it when I say it. So that one will be fun. We'll take a little bit extra time with that.
I'll be here.
You will, because you got to hold the fort down.
Yeah.
Because Hillary, so that one we're going to be gone over a Wednesday, and Hillary's going to have to supervise the children and the youth. And turns out, is that the one that like everybody's gone? No, that'll be.
Luckily, it's not. I would have a heart attack.
That'll be the 3rd week.
It's okay, as long as Mom's here to help with kids club that week, it'll be okay.
There's 1 week that we were sitting there talking, and it turns out, so for our youth, our students, Hillary and I, and then we have Jim is in there, and then another guy, Jonah. So we have 4. It's good. Having that many adult workers is awesome. But there's the third Wednesday in October that three of us are gone, and it's just gonna be Hillary.
I'll have to pull in some people.
Yeah, get
I
Chris,
might
your
be
bouncer.
talking to some of those parents.
Chris will
Be like,
scare.
hey, can you just hang out during youth?
Samantha might be a good one to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking Todd or Elizabeth.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Todd can be my bouncer.
He can be scary.
Yeah.
He looks scary. He's a super nice guy. Yeah. So anyhow, wow. So you guys are
Sorry, we just kind of
busy.
rambled.
Then our harvest festival.
Yep. Already
Big,
getting questions about that too.
big outreach time.
Yep.
That
Got to
one's
start
super
making
cool.
some lists for some volunteer spots.
Mhm.
Yay, Kathy, thank you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That would be a great time too to yeah, because she can make connections. So Kathy is starting like little mission projects with our students, and they're starting it today.
It's exciting.
Yeah, if I had known a couple of weeks ago that I actually had one for you, then I would let you know. But we got to get that done quick. Yeah. So I can't believe how busy things are. Um, uh, but the important thing is to remember why we do all of this. And it's really cool. We've been seeing God do some work in people's lives and families, able to reach out and so that's been way cool.
I think it goes back to what you talked about yesterday, was like the personal like connection, like invitation. Like we sometimes forget like how important that is. And we just kind of gloss over it, or don't think about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I volunteer at kids club every week, but I don't think about inviting you and your kids. Like it's just something that I do. But
Yeah.
God definitely uses everything, even if we think it's like cup of coffee, listening to Job on Jesus, we think those are minor, but he definitely uses everything.
And I'm excited. Jim will know what I'm talking about. But we're at this men's retreat that we were at this last weekend. Uh, Something that Jim and I have been we was going to I say exposed to. That sounds weird. Something that we'd heard about and learned about a few years ago. But it's just a really cool way to kind of do discipleship. And it was phrased in this retreat as like new believer follow up, but it's just a great way to do discipleship. So we're going to start. Um, we're going to make a plan and start implementing that in the life of our church. And you can see, y'all can't see, but on this whiteboard over here is a lot of it. But just a great way to be able to do that. And so, yeah. It's personal connection with people always is the thing. That's why our strategy is invest, invite, and do life through Christ.
But I think it doesn't always have to be like church. Inviting someone to church is the easiest.
That's a great first step.
Right. But it's also like, kids club. Like look at how many, families we've, invited to church when they first started at kids club, that personal like invitation, or they come to a youth fellowship or a kids fellowship or a men's fellowship,
Yeah. It's cool.
Yep.
Well, I just noticed glancing up because this gives us a running clock. We've been going for 20 minutes. So
oh, nice.
Let me pray for you guys, send you out. Just wanted to kind of ease you into the week. Jim and I will be here on Wednesday, and actually this week we'll have Paul and I will be here Friday. Feel kind of bad we've been hit or miss over the last several weeks. It's kind of hard to.
It's been crazy.
Yeah. Because sometimes you're in a position where you can't like stop at 8 o'clock and do a Facebook Live. We're working on it. Be patient with us. That's actually what we're going to be talking about on Wednesday is God's patience. And that's way cool. I love it how God is so patient with us. But it also helps us then to be patient with other people. Although, I'll give you the big idea we're going to talk about on Wednesday. At the end of God's patience is, do you remember? No, because I go through this all the time. Judgment. At the end of God's patience is judgment. The parable of the fig tree. So anyways, let me pray for you guys, send you off into your week. Lord, thank you for your love. Thank you for your patience and your love and kindness toward us. God, would you uh, help us to sense the urgency in reaching out to those around us. God, sometimes people just need a friend. Sometimes they just need someone to listen. Sometimes they just need to know that there's somebody else there, that they're not alone, that they're noticed, they're known, and they're loved. Lord, help us to do that in a good way that will, Lord, just help us to be able to share the love of Christ with them and bring them to faith in Christ. For it's in his name we pray. Amen. Thank you guys for jumping in on this Monday morning, heading off into the week. And October's next week. It's actually not.
Yay.
It's a couple of weeks away, but it sure feels like
It's next
gonna
week,
be.
we'll just cry.
It's gonna feel like it's next week. Well, love you guys, and we will see you on Wednesday.